Latest research shows that recruiters spend less than 10 seconds on your CV before making a decision whether to progress you to an interview stage or not. So if you're making some fundamental CV mistakes, you're killing your chances of securing an interview. So what mistakes will cost you the interview and ultimately the job? In this video, I'll explain how to avoid these resume mistakes and get to the interview stage. Hello everyone, I'm Valeria and this is Grad. On my YouTube channel, I share tips and advice on studying and working in the UK and beyond. Before we begin, I wish to mention that this video is done in partnership with Visual CV, #1 career marketing platform to help you grow your career. During the last few years, I've helped numerous students, graduates, professionals secure interviews and job offers. And it all starts with a strong CV. You can significantly improve your job searching strategy by fixing these 10 simple CV mistakes. So without wasting any more time, let's get to it. CV mistake #1 is having too much personal information on your CV. First of all, I don't even recommend having your photo in your CV. I know that in many countries it is a common practice to include a picture in a CV, but I think it can take away attention from your experiences and achievements. So perhaps it is better to just include a LinkedIn profile URL in your resume or CV, and if someone wants to check out your pictures, they can just click on the link. Also, please don't include things like your marital status, your visa status, your nationality, your date of birth, and exact address. This is not information that is required for a recruiter to make a decision whether you're the right candidate or not. Finally, don't include things like I enjoy traveling or I love cooking and socializing. You need to spend the space on your CV wisely, so I recommend just including things relevant for the role you're applying to. CV mistake #2 is having poor format and layout of your CV. This is the most common mistake that I see and the one that people don't realize they're making. And it's obvious because people don't have experience creating CVs or reviewing CVs on a daily basis. But the design and format and template is the first thing that stands out when someone opens your CV. So you need to make sure that the information is portrayed in a logical and clear manner. Remember, you need to make life of recruiters easy. It's not the job to try to read through pages of unorganized text or figure out your dates and job titles. Luckily, it's so easy to fix this mistake. You just need to have a professional CV template and stick to it. And that's where I recommend Visual CV, the sponsor of my video. Visual CV is a perfect CV tool for students, new graduates, and professionals. Visual CV offers thousands of CV samples to use, as well as ATS-optimized resume templates. And you can also create a professional cover letter or personal statement to match your CV design. And the best thing is that Grad subscribers, my subscribers, get 25% off Visual CV Pro. With Visual CV Pro, you can build and create unlimited CVs, you can download unlimited PDFs and share the files with an easy link. You can also get access to the career journal and portfolio website builder. So please go to the link in the description of my video to get access to Visual CV and claim your 25% off. CV mistake #3 is not using the first page of your CV effectively. Many professionals do not realize that recruiters can make a decision without making it to the second or third page of your CV. So please, if you have a CV longer than one page, make sure that the most relevant information is included in the first page. In general, if you have less than 3 years of full-time work experience, I recommend a one-page CV. And that means you have to be very wise with what stays and what goes. Just keep in mind, if someone didn't make it to the second page of your CV, did you make it clear in the first page of your CV that you're the right candidate for the role? Resume mistake #4 is not tailoring your CV to your role and industry. For example, if you're applying for a marketing role and relationship management role, your CV cannot be the same. Why is that? Because in different roles, different technical knowledge, experience, skills are valued, and your CV needs to reflect the choice of the sector and role. But how to tailor your CV? You will need to study the job descriptions for the role of your choice and figure out what are the key skills that are being asked over and over. Perhaps what experiences and technical knowledge is required by most roles. Then you need to make sure that your CV actually demonstrates at least half of these required skills. And I'm not saying that your CV needs to be different for each role you're applying to, but if you're applying for somewhat different roles, then your CV version has to be different. In summary, if someone is looking at your resume or CV and the job description, they need to be absolutely certain that you're the right candidate for the role. No one is going to read between the lines, especially if they just have 10 seconds to look at your resume. CV mistake #5 is not saving your CV in PDF. This is a quick one. I don't recommend saving your CV in any other format except PDF, and do not share your CV in Word or any other format unless the company explicitly asks for it. Why is that? PDF is the most common CV format in the world, so I'm sure that applicant tracking systems can read it. Also, PDF files look the same no matter the device or operating system you open it on. So if someone is checking your CV on the phone, it will look very neat. But the Word format can look very different depending on where it is opened. Also, a quick tip, name your CV file by your name, not company or position name. So for example, you can label it name surname CV or name surname resume. Resume mistake number 6 is not talking about your achievements and results. A lot of people, when they describe their past work experience or positions of responsibility, they just list the tasks they had in a particular role. It's not a horrible mistake, but I do recommend talking about your past experience in form of achievements and results. Why is that? You need to show transferable skills because most likely you're applying for somewhat different role now and you have grown out of your previous position. You also want to stand out as an achiever, someone that can bring results. And if you're going to give facts, numbers, figures, and proper achievements from your past roles, you're definitely going to stand out compared to other candidates. So how do you actually do that? When you're talking about your past responsibility, ask yourself a question. What was the point of me doing that task? And then you can actually explain exactly what you did, how you did it, and what was the purpose or result. I recommend 3-4 bullet points per each role depending how much time you spent in that position and what was your overall impact. CV mistake number 7 is having spelling and punctuation mistakes. Please spend that extra time reviewing your CV for any punctuation or spelling errors. I know that it seems like an easy thing to fix, but I still see so many spelling mistakes in CVs. How do you do that? First of all, obviously you can print out your CV. It will help you spot any errors, but also ask your friends or family to review your resume. And there are some spell checking software such as Grammarly that can help you avoid some mistakes, but not all. And I think that producing professional CV, you're showing the manager that you're going to produce the same quality of work for the organization without any mistakes and errors. CV mistake number 8 is having hard to read sentences and paragraphs. As I mentioned previously, your CV format is very important, so it should be very easy to find relevant information. That is why you need to use bullet points wisely and highlight text as appropriate, and please do not include any long paragraphs of text or any long hard-to-read sentences. At first instance, your CV is checked very quickly. It is not checked like an essay at your school or university. That is why you need to value people's time and be as brief as possible while still getting your points across. CV mistake number 9 is focusing too much on your soft skills or character traits. A lot of people, when writing their personal summaries or professional statements in a CV, mention things like, I enjoy working in a team, I can bring results to an organization. And it is great things to mention, but trust me, that is what everyone is saying. So if you have a profile section in your CV, do not list numerous soft skills such as, I can work well under pressure, I have attention to detail, I can lead teams. Rather, I recommend focusing on who you are as a professional, what are your relevant qualifications, what is your relevant experience, and in what organizations, sectors, industries, locations, and what relevant technical skills you have for the role, as well as what are your personal professional strengths. Make sure that your personal summary is super tailored to who you are and no one else can use it. CV mistake number 10 is having small font or font that is hard to read. As we discussed, the point of a CV is to deliver information quickly. So the text has to be very visible and in the right size so people don't struggle to read it. I recommend these 5 fonts that I usually use. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing them correctly, but these are Times New Roman, Arial, Helvetica, Calibri, and Cambria. And I recommend the size of your text at least 10.5 points to 12 points. Don't forget, you can just use a professional CV template that already has the correct font and format. And I recommend Visual CV. They have thousands of professional CV templates for you to use if you're a student, a new graduate, or professional. So please go to the link in the description of my video to get access to Visual CV and claim your 25% off. This is it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your job applications. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you and bye!